ونثني عليه ثناء العارفين ونصلي ونسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. فجزاكم الله خيرا dear Muslim brothers and sisters. Inshallah, at this time, we will ask for all the men to please please try to stay away from the women's area at this time, or the men, as they will come and listen and pray. So please try not to go towards the women. So let them come and enjoy and listen to the lecture, inshallah. Dear Muslim brothers and sisters, over the course of these lectures that we've been given, our imams have been given. It seems like pretty much every one of them had mentioned something about taqwa in their lectures about the Ramadan and also the fasting. So it seems like every one of them has mentioned something about taqwa. And I wanted to take this opportunity and also add to it, try to explain. At the same time as I'm saying this, it's for me to learn. I get the most benefit because I'm sitting here. But it's my own way of learning it as well, inshallah. But as you know, with the repetition, this is how we will learn something. And with the reminder, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, that the reminder, so remind the people, indeed the reminder does benefit the believer. So we go back to this word, taqwa. We try to get an understanding of it. I'll quote from what the Imam Bukhari has said, and I'll also quote from our brother Murtada. I'll also quote some notes from our Imam Usman Rami, inshallah, as I go through this word, taqwa. So we had said that taqwa is a comprehensive term and it has many, many meanings. And we said amongst the most important meanings of it is that you make, as it is written, أَن تَجْعَلَ بَيْنَكَ وَبَيْنَ غَضَبُ اللَّهِ الْوِقَايَةِ, that you make, you put a barrier or a protection or a shield, something in between you and the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amongst the most important meanings of it, there's many meanings, like we said. We had mentioned the companion of the Prophet Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu, when he was asked what is the taqwa, he had mentioned that it is al-khawfu min al-jaleel. It is to be afraid of al-jaleel. Al-jaleel is the name of Allah, so you be afraid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-khawfu min al-jaleel. Wal-amalu bit-tanzeel, and that you work, you do your deeds by the Quran. Tanzeel is the Quran. that which has been revealed, or that which has been sent down. وَالْأَمَلُ بِالتَّنزِيلِ وَالرِّضَى بِالْقَلِيلِ, that you be satisfied, that you be happy with small things. That's small things. So you're not seeking the dunya altogether. You're not seeking the dunya, that you be satisfied with the small that the dunya has to offer you. And this reminds me of a poem that Imam Usman taught me. A line of the poem says, وَلَوْ دَرَى لَكَفَاهُ مِمَّا يَرُوهُ سُبَابًا. It goes like, تَبًّا لِطَالِبِ دُنْيَا. Woe to the seeker of the dunya, the one who's seeking the world. Woe or destroyed is the person. تَبًّا لِطَالِبِ دُنْيَا فَنَا إِلَيْهَا شِبَابًا. He's working so hard, all his love, all his effort that he has is towards what he can get from the dunya. Ma yastafiqu gharama. He's not waking up from this. This is all he cares about. Nobody can convince him otherwise. There he goes, he says, وَلَوْ دَرَى لَكَفَاهُ. If he had any knowledge, the dunya, it would have been enough for him. وَلَوْ دَرَى لَكَفَاهُ مِمَّا يَرُوهُ سُبَابًا. If he had any kind of knowledge, it would have been enough for him to have just like a raindrop, one drop of the rain of the dunya. This would have been enough for him. So this is what the poem tells us about the dunya. It will destroy you, you know. Al-Hafidu Kakatu. That at-takathur, like, you know, seeking to, you know, just collecting whatever you can collect, is has distracted you until you come to the grave. So this is all warnings to the one who are seeking the dunya. وَالرِّضَى بِالْقَلِيلِ, as the radiallahu anhu, Ali ibn Abi Talib said. وَالْإِسْتِعْدَادُ لِيَوْمِ الرَّحِيلِ. Al-Istidad is to prepare لِيَوْمِ الرَّحِيلِ, for that day that you're going to depart at this world. You'll be prepared for that day that you're going to depart the dunya, meaning that you've done the righteous deeds that will prepare you for the hereafter. So this is what Ali ibn Abi Talib had to say. And this word taqwa, we see it many places in the Quran. One of the popular verses that the word is used, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Qu anfusikum wa ahlikum nara. That protect yourself. So this is where the protection is at. Qu anfusikum, protect yourself. Wa ahlikum, and your family, nara, from the hellfire. وقودها الناس والحجارة. That the fuel of the hellfire is the people, and nas والحجارة. The hijara is the stones, the rock. This is what the fuel of the hellfire is. So we see the word here that is used. In another verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, it doesn't come to my mind. I will go to the verse that our Imam Usman quoted about 2 days ago when it comes to the taqwa. He went to Surah Al-Baqarah, the first verses, when he asked the question, who are the people of Muttaqun. Who are these people? We describe what taqwa is. Who are these people? So he went to Alif Lam Mim ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. This is the book in which there is no doubt. Hudan lil-muttaqin. It is a guidance, a source of guidance for those who have the taqwa. So that one that does not have the huda, the guidance, then we cannot consider this person to be part of this special group that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about. And this word, taqwa, this is the greatest advice, the greatest nasiha, the greatest command that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given his ibad, his slaves, servants. And this same taqwa, he has given the most beloved person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he has given this same taqwa, the advice of this, to all of the human beings. I'll quote the most popular, famous lines in the Quran that we all hear every Friday. That when the Imam steps on the khutbah, on the minbar, and he recites it to everybody to hear it. So we all have been hearing this for as long as we've been alive, or close to it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullaha haqqa tuqatih wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. Oh, you who believe, ittaqullah, fear Allah, be conscious of Allah, haqqa tuqatih, as he deserves to be as he deserves to be feared. Okay? وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. Do not die except in the state of al-Islam. Do not die except you are a Muslim. So this is an advice to the believer. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. He's advising them with taqwa. And the second one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is advising the people, meaning everybody, the Muslim, the non-Muslim, the little boy, the big boy, the Muslim, the non-Muslim, little boy, big boy, everybody, the woman and the man. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. So we hear this pretty much every Friday. So as it's usually translated, Ya ayyuhan nasu ittaqu rabbakum, oh people, and nas is the people, ittaqu is the word we're looking for, ittaqu. Fear your Lord, rabbakum, fear your Lord, or be conscious of your Lord. Alladhi khalaqakum, the one who created you, min nafsin wahida, from a single soul. وَخَلَقَ مِنْهَا زَوْجَهَا, from it he brought forth its spouse or mate. وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا, and from these two, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spread from it رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً, the man and the woman, a lot of them. So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala advising, warning the human being about this, about himself. So this is the greatest advice, nasiha or wasiya, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the Muslim, the people, and also the most beloved person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says, Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu ittaqillah. Oh, you Prophet, fear Allah. So this same nasiha or wasiya, advice, command, has been given to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to be firm upon the religion of Al-Islam and to fear his Lord. And what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared for the people of at-taqwa, the one who has the taqwa. The first goes, Ala inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Indeed, the awliya of Allah, they will have no khawf, which is the fear, وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ, they will not be sad. So now another word, awliya, I guess that's a plural, and the singular version of it will be the wali, right? Which means the friend, awliya Allah, waliullah, which means the friend. I don't know if that's a good translation of it. What would I say? Huh? What did you say? Ally. An ally. I think that's a very good translation. But what I'm looking for is Nasr, the helper, the one who helps. So the one who helps Allah, like we say, Ansar Allah, right? So that's how I will translate it. Okay, the helper. But all this translation, I believe, is valid according to the one who is translating. They may use each and every one of these words. Okay, the words that my brothers are saying. So Allah inna awliya Allah la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Indeed, the friends, the allies, the helpers of Allah, they will not have any fear, nor will they be sad. And then the ayah goes on and mentions who are the wali, who is the awliya. And that will be الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. The wali is the one who believes and has the taqwa. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. The one who believes and has the taqwa. In my country, when somebody is a wali, it has a different it has a different meaning.
Don't think of the Ghanaian wali now.
Huh?
Because the Senegalese is stronger, be careful.
When somebody worships, I don't know, like, because I guess let's put it this way. We know al-Khulafa al-Rashidin, right? We know Abu Bakr, we know Umar, we know Uthman, we know Ali. May Allah be pleased with all of them. These are the staunch protectors, fighters, anything you can throw. These are the forerunners of Al-Islam. So, but we see them being hungry, being sick, being killed, everything that will happen to a normal human being is happening to them. And these are the most lovely, beloved people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that will tell you something. If somebody is a wali, these people deserve it first than anybody else. And this is their characteristics. And the prophets themselves. We're not even mentioning that, right? But these are the forerunners. So we will look to them before we look to somebody else to call them wali or awliya. So these are our examples. Moving forward. Our Imam Muhammad, our Imam Usman, he mentioned another ayah from the Quran. Let's see if I can find it. I guess I can end with that last ayat that I'm looking for. I'm at 10 minutes. Yeah. So, one of the ayats that our Imam Usman Drami mentioned in his small talk, he mentioned الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ, those who spend during the hard times and the good times. These are the characteristics of the people of the taqwa. الَّذِينَ يُنْفِقُونَ فِي السَّرَّاءِ وَالضَّرَّاءِ, those who spend during good times, during the bad times. وَالْكَاذِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ, those who will control their anger whenever they become angry. وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ, those who have al-afu. Al-afu, this is one of the words that we're going to be hearing a lot of during the month of Ramadan. What did you say? Pardon? To forgive. Yes, this is one of the words we're going to be hearing a lot during the month of Ramadan. وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. So this comes from the word al-afu, is to be forgiven, to pardon the people, to overlook their fault. And then we will hear innaka afuwun karibun tuhibbul afwa fa'afu anna, right? We hear that the imams, when they're reciting, they say this a lot. So it will behoove us to learn it, be one with it, be able to understand it and say it to one another. So, Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'afu anna. Allah, you are the al-afu, the one who pardons. the one who likes to forgive, the one that likes to overlook. So we ask you to overlook, pardon us for our faults that we have. So, of course, this is the character of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah loves to see His characteristics being manifested. So if you are al-afu, if you are a person that likes to forgive, that likes to pardon, that likes to overlook other people's faults, be sure that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does love you. Because this is like what Allah is. And He likes to see this in another person. In another person. And just to make a point of this, another hadith will say, "Inna Allah jalilun yuhibbu." Yuhibbul Jamal, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's Jameel. This word is very comprehensive also, but usually we will understand it to be nice, beautiful, gentle, right? This is Jameel. And then He loves to see Jamal. He loves to see beauty or gentleness in the people. And then another one will say, Inna Allaha Rafiqun Yuhibbu Rafiq. Right? Yuhibbu Rifqa. He loves, Allah is, how can I translate this? Another word, I guess, gentle, leniency, to be lenient. And then He loves to see that manifested. When somebody is being that way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves to see that. So, just to make the point about al-afu. Wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin. So, I guess this one will also strengthen what I'm saying. Wallahu yuhibbul muhsinin. Allah loves those who are muhsin, the one that does good, the one that does righteous. وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا فَعَلُوا فَاحِشَةً. As for the ones who does the fahisha, this is a lewd, something that you don't want to tell anybody about, something you're looking to hide. This is the fahisha. أَوْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ. If they happen to wrong themselves with some wrong that they did, ذَكَرُوا اللَّهِ. They remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When they do this, they remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا لِذُنُوبِهِمْ. They ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please forgive me. فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا لِذُنُوبِهِمْ. They ask Allah to forgive them of their sins. وَمَنْ يَغْفِرُ الذُّنُوبَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. Who is the one that forgives the sins, if not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? وَلَمْ يَسِرُوا عَلَى مَا فَعَلُوا وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. The Imam mentioned, like, when they do something wrong, they have to know it, internalize it. But there are some people, they will fight. They know they did wrong, but yet they will fight. They will stay upon the wrong. You cannot convince them otherwise. So this is the opposite of what we're talking about. وَلَمْ يَسِرُوا. They do not what's the word? Insist on their wrong, on what they have done wrongly, while they know it. أُولَٰئِكَ جَزَاؤُهُمْ مَغْفِرَةٌ. These are the people, their reward is maghfirah. The reward is the forgiveness of Allah. وَجَنَّةٌ or مَغْفِرَةٌ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ, from their Lord. وَجَنَّةٌ تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ونعم أجر العاملين. The reward is the paradise, Jannah, underneath which the rivers flow. This is the best reward for those who will attain it. So, just a little addition notes that I took and I wanted to share with my brothers and sisters. Allah, the time has come. We're going to stop here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك وبارك الله فيكم